Hello everyone, this is Akash. Welcome to our YouTube channel, Board Bros. First of all, thank you so much for all the support and love to our YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, so please do subscribe so you will get all the notifications for any upcoming videos. In this video, I'll be talking on Document Understanding Cloud API. What is exactly Document Understanding Cloud API, how it works, and also I will show you practical demo how we can actually use this API to classify the documents, to extract the documents through this API. Let's get started. What is Document Understanding Cloud API? So before diving into Document Understanding Cloud API, let's understand how Document Understanding works and what are the components of Document Understanding. So in Document Understanding, first we need to define the taxonomy, where we need to define the document types and fields which we want to extract from the document. Then we need to digitize the document using OCR. Then we need to classify the documents, whether it is invoices, receipt or any other document types, using different classifiers like intelligent keyword classifier. So based on your classification confidence, we can just validate the documents using validation station. Then to extract the data from structured, semi-structured or unstructured documents, we can utilize different extractors like machine learning extractor, regex extractor, form extractor. So based on your extraction results, we can just validate the result using validation station. Then we can just export the data. So Document Understanding Cloud API is the same approach where we can just utilize this API to upload the documents and classify the documents, like whether it is invoices, receipt or any other document types. Then we can extract the data from structured and semi-structured documents, including like tables, signature, checkboxes. Also we can find out the information about the project, like what are the extractors are there, what are the classifiers are there. Then we can utilize the specialized and generative models. So specialized models are nothing but which are created in Document Understanding project, and generative models are the predefined models which are already available to consume this API. So using this API we can classify the document, digitize the document, then extract the documents as well. So how this Document Understanding Cloud API works? For consuming this API, we can use any programming language like Python, C Sharp, using HTTP request. We can access this API via Swagger, which is hosted on the automation cloud in Document Understanding. Before consuming this API, there are some prerequisites. First, we need to create an external application where we need to provide the document understanding scope, which will generate app ID and app secret. And that app ID, app secret, we need to authorize in the Swagger. I will show you practically as well. So to use this API, we'll first create an external application where it will generate one app ID and app secret, and that app ID app secret will authorize in the Swagger page. So you need to first navigate to your UiPath automation cloud account, then click on the admin, then under admin you would find external application. So here we need to create an application. Just click on add application, then we need to provide the name, then we need to provide the scope. Under application scope we need to choose document understanding. So here you would find all the APIs like classification API, then digitization API, then extraction API. So we need to provide this scope. Just click on save and just click on add. So it will generate one app ID and app secret. Just copy this app ID first, then I'll copy the app secret as well. Okay, so once we get this app ID app secret, we'll go to the document understanding. So if document understanding is not enabled for you, then you simply go to your admin, then under tenant, under services, you can just simply add the services. So document understanding is already enabled, so I'll just simply navigate to the document understanding. So this is the document understanding, and here we can simply create the project like classic and modern. So to consume this API we need to create the project in modern, but in case if you haven't created the project in document understanding, so still you can utilize the generative models. So that also I will show you. So here I have already created one project where I have trained on two document types. One is COVID and one is invoices. So for COVID I have uploaded few samples, and for the invoices as well. So you can see the model rating as well. So model rating is good, and you can see the score as well. Then we can publish the project. So here we can simply provide the name, and we can just simply choose the model whichever we want to deploy. Then once we deploy our model, then we are good to use these models to classify the document, to extract the documents. On top of that, here we can integrate with different programming language as well, like the Python, Java, C Sharp as well. You can simply just copy this code, and you can simply provide few details like app id, app secret, then file path. Then here you would find REST API. So we just need to click on the framework, and you will landing on this Swagger page. So here you would find all the details, like to get the project, to get the document type, then what are the classifiers are there, what are the extractors are there. So simply we can get all the details. So we'll go one by one. So I'll just first navigate to the authorize, and I'll just provide the app id and app secret. Let me copy this app id first, then I'll just copy this app secret, copy the app secret, and we'll click on authorize. So once we authorize, then we can use all these APIs. So let's go one by one. So first we'll go for this get project API endpoints. So here we can provide the parameter. You can see the parameters here, what parameters we need to provide. So to get the project details, we don't need to provide anything. You just need to directly click on execute, and you can get the response. So here you can see the response code is 200, and you can see the project details. So there are two projects. One is the predefined, which is the generative model. You can directly use these models as well, or you can use the specialized model. So for me, I have created one project which is named COVID and type modern. Then here you can get all the details like digitization URL endpoint, then classifier URL endpoint, extractor URL endpoint. So I'll just simply copy this project ID. So because based on this project ID, we can see what are the classifiers, what are the extractors, then or classify the document, then extract the documents using classifier and extractors. Let me copy this project ID. Let's see what are the classifiers are there. So I'll just simply go to the classifiers and just click on try it out. So here you can see the parameters we need to provide. So here we need to provide the project ID, and I'll just simply click on execute. So you can see all the details as well, like whether it is a get method, post method, or any other API method. So here you can see the API URL endpoint, then what are the parameters or headers you need to provide. Like this is the authorization, where this bearer token we need to provide for the APIs to get the response. So let's see what the response we have. We can see response code is 200. Then you can see the classifiers like classifier ID, then classifier name, then classifier status. So under the document types, there are two document types. One is COVID and one is invoices for my project. So let me copy this classifier ID first. Just copy this classifier ID we needed to classify the document. Okay, let's see how we can digitize the document, what details we needed. Let me click on try it out. So here we need to provide the project ID. Let me copy this project ID. Then we need to provide the file. Let me provide the file. I have these invoices. Just click on execute. So it will generate one document ID, and that document ID we need to pass in classification API endpoint and extraction endpoint. Let me copy this document ID. So let's classify the document. So here you can see the method as well, whether it is post method or get method. So to classify the document, we need to use the post method. Let me click on write out, and here we need to provide first project ID. project id, then classifier id we just got from previous API endpoint. We get this classifier id, and in here we need to provide the document id. So this is my document id. I'll just pass the document id. So I'll just click on execute. So here it will give you the document type id. So based on document type id we can identify whether it is invoices, receipt, or any other document type. So this way we can utilize these APIs to get the extractors, get the classifiers, then get the project details like the project id, then project name, then classifier status, then extractor id, extractor status. We can get it. You can see the all the details, the authorization, then this is the bearer token, and you can see the response as well, classification as well. You can see the document type id. So based on this document type id we can identify whether it is invoices or receipt. So I'll show you that. To get the document type, let me copy this first document type id. Okay, and here you can see confidence as well. So confidence is 0.92, and you can see the classifier name. So let's identify which document type it is. So in discovery we can see there is one endpoint, get the document types. You can see here, let me click on try it out. So here first we need to provide the project id. Let me copy this project id, then document type id. So just receive from classification point. Where is the, yeah, this is one, right? Document type id, then I'll just provide document type id. I'll just simply click on execute. So here you can see it has identified as invoices id. This is my id, then this is my name. So it has identified as invoices, and also you can see the classifier name as well, classifier status as well from here as well. You can see the extractors as well. So you can get it from here as well to extract the details directly. Get the this extractor id, and based on this extractor id we can simply extract the details. So let's go for the extraction. So for the extraction we'll use the generative models. So by default you can see the project id. This is the this is the project id for generative models, and the extractor id you can see as invoices, and we just provide the document id. Let me copy the document id. I just click on execute. It will extract all the details. You can see the response code is 200, and here you can see the extraction results. Here you can see document type id is invoices, document type name invoice as well invoices. Then you can see all the details it has extracted, the fields value, and also the table. You can see the vendor address, it has extracted the value as well. You can see all the details, even table as well it has extracted, like the field that you can see PO number, then vendor VAT number, everything it has extracted. So to utilize this API, to use this API, we can simply create the external application. It will generate that app ID, app secret. We will just authorize in the Swagger, and then we can directly use all these APIs to get the extractors, to get the classifiers, then to classify the document, to digitize the document, to extract the document. So this way we can utilize all these APIs without creating the project as well, even in document understanding. So I have created one custom library where we just need to provide the project ID and file path. Based on that, it will digitize the document, then classify the document, and it will identify which document type it is, and then it will extract the data based on the extractor ID. So this is the custom library which I have created for document understanding Cloud API, where I just need to provide the project ID, file path, then classification confidence, then field confidence. Also, I have created one config file where I am keeping all the API endpoints, and also app ID and app secret I have stored into the orchestrator asset credential. Let me show you the config file. So this is the config file where I'm keeping all the details. Like, this is my base URL, then I have created one credential for the app ID and app secret, then these all are the API endpoints to digitize the document, get the classifier ID, then classify the document, to get the document type, whether it is invoices, COVID, or any other document type, then get the extractor ID to extract the details, and it will give you the result in the form of JSON structured, and we can just convert it into the data table. So I have used this deserialized JSON activity to convert into the JSON object, then we can simply just convert it into the data table using neutons of JSON link dot JRA. From the object we can just convert it into, we can just pass the JSON object, and we can just convert it into the data table, and we can just write into the Excel. Let me quickly run this. We'll see how we can get the results to digitize the document, classify the document, then extract the details. If you see, execution has started and it has generated the payroll token, then it has generated the document ID, then it will get the classifier ID. You can see the classifier ID as well. You can see here classifier name, status, then it will identify the type of the document, whether it is invoices or COVID. So it has generated one document type ID. So based on this document type ID, it will identify document type is COVID, you can see here, and then it will get the that extractor ID, and based on that extractor ID, it will extract the details, then in the form of JSON structured format, we will just convert it into the data table, and we will just write into the Excel. So if you see, I haven't created any taxonomy, I haven't mapped any fields as well. So let me show you the output. You can see in the, so output has written in the form of JSON structured format. So we have converted into the data table. So here we'll see the result in the Excel. If you see, it has extracted all the details right into the Excel. So this way we can just utilize the generative and specialized model to consume these APIs, to use these APIs. So I'll be creating more videos on document understanding, like what are the components and how we can actually train the models in modern document understanding as well.